Hello and welcome to Kitchen Inspirations. My name is Carmelo, your host for today, and I am super excited to be here today, specifically because we're going to be talking all about mom. Now, I love my mom, and I'm sure you love your mom, and that is why we're having this live stream. Because bread makers, they are the perfect gift for mom, and I'm going to be telling you why she might want a bread maker, okay? But with that said, I do want to mention that we have a campaign going on right now. It is a Mother's Day special campaign. When she purchases, or when you purchase a bread maker, any one of our 4 bread makers, as you can see right here and right here, you will get a free gift over here, which I will talk about a little bit later. So if you're excited about that, make sure to stick all the way until the end. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to share your experience of, making bread using our bread makers, then let us know down in the comments. We are always happy to assist you any way we can. Okay, well, without further ado, let's begin. Why are bread makers the perfect gift for mom? Well, number one, maybe it's all about, giving the gift that just gives on giving. What I mean by that? Well, for example, if you give chocolate, maybe even roses, which I think they are lovely, but after a while, it's a one-time gift. With these bread makers, you give it, so there's the initial joy of receiving the gift, but then mom is able to make all sorts of experiments, such as white bread, challah bread over here, a European style bread, baguettes over here as well. So you can make all sorts of bread which promote bonding experiences. Now, let's say mom loves having tea time with her friends over. She can, of course, experiment, try these different types of bread, and have, bonding time with her friends. Maybe she has her grandchildren over every weekend, and you know that she loves making her grandchildren happy. If that's the case, then mom can make, sweet breads or any type of bread, but some examples are, lemon cake, carrot cake, banana bread, and so on for her grandchildren, who will then, she will receive that initial love and joy from her children for herself, and so on. Okay, so it does promote a bonding experience for her, whether she goes out somewhere to a family gathering or people come to her. It does have a, again, it's a gift that keeps on giving. It also promotes healthier lifestyle. Now, mom, she might be in the time of her life where she doesn't, or she's more conscious of her health. If that's the case, going to the supermarket and buying store-bought bread can be a little bit on the scary side, specifically because she's aware that there's a lot of sugar or other additives added into the bread that promote a unhealthy lifestyle. Now, companies, what they love doing, they love putting that sugar, and for good reasons. Number one, it tastes really good. Number two, it prolongs shelf life. And it wouldn't be, they wouldn't make a lot of sales if their bread kept going, bad after a week or so. So mom, whenever she has these bread makers, she knows 100% what is going into the bread itself. Okay, so it does promote a healthier lifestyle if that is what she is looking for. So again, promotes healthier lifestyle. It's a gift that gives on giving, promotes bonding experiences, but not only that, it's all about convenience. And what do I mean by that? Well, with the bread maker, she has it right in her house, in her home. So she doesn't have to go to the supermarket and buy the bread itself. She has it right there. She can simply put the ingredients together, and in a matter of hours, the bread will be finished. Now, she can make it in the morning, she can make it in the afternoon, she can make it in the evening. She can even wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning and make bread. However, she won't need to, specifically because we have a beautiful feature in here. It's a delay timer. So let's say she loves making bread at 6 a.m. in the morning. That's the time she wakes up. She has it with her tea or her coffee, and she loves freshly baked bread. Well, she could have the timer to be set at 6 a.m. and she would prepare it the night before, again, preparing it, for example, at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. She goes to sleep, wakes up at 6 in the morning. There it is, freshly baked bread. In fact, we are also making bread using our delay timer. We did put it a bit earlier, but it's going to be done pretty soon. So if you're excited about that, I know I am, make sure to stick a little bit later as we will be showcasing this 2-pound loaf of bread. Okay? Again, convenience, bonding experience, a gift that gives on giving, healthier options. What more does she want? I mean, it really is a gift that is perfect for mom. Okay, so let's see if you have any questions at all. If you do let us know down in the comments. It is Tuesday, April 23rd. And I do want to mention that the campaign that we have on right now goes a little bit later. So again, until limited supplies. Okay, so now that we know why mom would want this bread maker, let's talk about the different options that we have. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 bread makers. Now, which one is right for her? Let's talk about that. So let's say mom, maybe she is, she has a very small kitchen. Maybe she doesn't have a lot of countertop space. Maybe she lives alone, or maybe she loves bread, but she doesn't want to eat it, you know, in large quantities. If that's the case, then the 1 pound loaf of bread makers are perfect for that. Or maybe she just loves the color white compared to black and, you know, kind of a grayish down here. If that's the case, again, the 1 pound loaf of bread makers. Now we have 2 options. Let's say she just wants white bread, whole wheat bread. She wants the basic bread. If that's the case, she cannot go wrong with our entry level, the BBHAC model. Now this one also does have a French bread course. It is the only one out of all of our bread makers that have a French bread course. If that's the case, she cannot go wrong with this one. And let me tell you, the French bread is actually really good. So the BBHAC model is perfect for her. Once again, it is a 1 pound loaf of bread, so it is on the smaller side compared to the 2 pounders. And then over here, as you can see, we do have a 1 pound loaf of bread, which I'll talk about a little bit later on, and I'll showcase in the close-up. But yeah, so the BBHAC would be the perfect one for her. But let's say mom has, again, a smaller kitchen, maybe not that much of a countertop space, the same things. However, she wants more advanced features, then by far she could go with our newest bread maker, the BBSSC 10 model. Now this one, because it is our newest, it does have our healthier courses such as vegan course. She has a salt-free course, a sugar-free course, the gluten-free course as well. Not only that, but it has my favorite feature, the automatic dispenser right here. So in this dispenser, she could go ahead and put whatever she wants. She could put chocolate chips, she could put nuts, for example. So if she's making a banana bread, she could, of course, put the walnuts in there, and at some time during the baking procedure, it'll just dispense the nuts into the bread, and it'll make, you know, her life that much easier. Of course, with our other bread makers, you can make those, you know, put nuts, chocolate chips, whatever it is you want. However, it is more of a manual process. So at some time during it, during the process, it'll start beeping. You just open it, dispense the nuts manually, and then of course you can make banana bread or whatever it is that she is making. Okay, but again, just adds that one layer of convenience. If that is the case, mom can't go wrong with the BBSSC models or just the 1 pounders. And I do want to mention right now that we do have a special right now. So if you get a 1 pound loaf of bread maker, we are giving away a scale that goes along with it. So it is a very nice scale. Let's actually go to the close-up camera so I could show it off really quickly. So here's the scale. So this is what she will be receiving, right? So the scale, for whatever it is that she wants, she will be able to, of course, put it in there. So look at how lovely that is. Okay, and then she could go ahead and weight anything that she wants. Okay, so going back over here, this is only for the 1 pound loaf of bread makers. Again, the BBHAC and the BBSSC. On top of that, she will also receive a very lovely Mother's Day gift. Okay, and let me actually just showcase that this is more slim. It's kind of like this, you know, very like a tower shape, right? It's more on the vertical side compared to our other ones where it is more on the horizontal side. Okay, so moving on to our 2 pound loaf of bread makers. Let's see. With that said, over here we have on YouTube Mr. Times Ryan. Hello once again, Times Ryan. How are you doing this lovely Tuesday? And Times Ryan, just a question. Do you have a bread maker? And if you do, what types of bread do you make? If you don't, are you interested in bread? Or what other products are you interested in? Okay. So something I do want to mention, you know, if you see this and you're like thinking, okay, I want this from mom, where can I buy it? It should be down in the link in the description. You will find a link. However, you can just go to shop.zojirushi.com. Once again, shop.zojirushi.com. Okay, moving on to our next bread maker. So we have the 1 pound loaf of bread makers, which is perfect for, you know, smaller kitchen spaces, or maybe, you know, mom, she doesn't have the option to eat bread as much, then go with the smaller option. However, let's say mom has visitors every, you know, week, every weekend. She has her friends coming over, she has her family, her grandchildren coming over. Maybe she's going over to other places and, you know, she would love to share the love of, you know, giving amazing bread. Then you cannot go wrong with the 2 pound loaf bread maker. Again, maybe she loves how the black on gray looks instead of the, you know, classic white. Or maybe she just eats bread a lot. If that's the case, then the 2 pound loaf bread maker is the way to go. Okay, so with that said, let's go with our entry level bread maker, the BBCEC. This is the BBCEC. Again, it is a 2 pound loaf of bread maker. Just so I could kind of remove that, you can see that it's more of a traditional style, more of the ones you see in the supermarket where it is horizontal. It'll make this, and in fact, I'm actually making some bread over here, so you will be able to, you know, see exactly how it looks like when a 2 pound loaf of bread is finished right from the bread maker itself. All right, Times Ryan. I used to have one. Oh, there it is. There it goes. So I will be showcasing exactly how the bread looks when you are finished with it. Times Ryan, I used to have one. I haven't since I moved. I used to make all kinds, but regularly made French bread. Yes, French bread is really good. In fact, you can make French bread using any of our bread makers, but there is a French bread course with our BBHAC model. Alrighty, thanks for that, Times Ryan. Moving on with our BBPDC, this is our flagship. Let's say mom, she has a big kitchen. She has guests coming over every weekend. She has tea time. She loves her grandchildren and wants to spoil them. If that's the case, then the BBPDC, our flagship, is the way to go. It has essentially all the courses that we have from our other bread makers. And it is a 2 pound loaf of bread maker, so it makes, you know, it makes bread in large quantities. All right, it does have the healthier options, the vegan course, the salt-free course, the sugar-free course, and the gluten-free course. If mom is in that point in her life where she wants to live, you know, eat that healthier options, it, you know, makes it, we have those courses for convenience. Okay, with that said, these are all the 4 bread makers that we have. And again, mom, depending on whether her kitchen is big or not, whether she has a lot of guests, whether she eats a lot of bread, or maybe even the quantity or the color design, one bread maker might be better than the other. With that said, we do have our bread, which just finished. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that right now, but I do want to mention that for our BBSSC and our BBPDC, we do have recipe books where you could go ahead and, you know, see what kind of breads there are. We can make everything from, let me actually show you in the close-up really quickly. Let's go to the close-up camera over here. So we can make things from, you know, regular white bread to bread with raisins. We can make jam, as you can see right here. We can make, you know, types of cakes such as pound cake. We have tea cake down here, and we have, you know, right here, rolled bread. We have bagels, and I mean, literally the options are just limitless with amount of breads you can make using our bread maker. So again, simply in our previous live stream, we actually made this beautiful 1 pound loaf of bread, white bread, using our BBSSC, right? So as you can see, it is beautiful. Over here we have our challah bread. So you can see how beautiful that is, right? Let me actually go show you it in the close-up over here, because I mean, just look at that. Look at how delicious it looks. This was made using our dough course, and the dough course is actually, you know, available in all of our bread makers. So mom would be able to make this challah bread or other breads such as the baguettes over here. I mean, just look at how amazing this looks. Let me actually show you in the close-up really quickly, because I mean, look at that. Whoops. There we go. Look at how amazing that is. So mom, once she makes the dough using the dough course, she would just put it in the oven, and then once it's in the oven, bake it. Voila, there it is. Okay, so time's Ryan. Can you show the shape of the bread pan for the flagship? Yes, I'll go ahead and show that right now. And then the recipe book and scale come with the flagship. So unfortunately, the scale is only for the 1 pound loaf of bread makers. However, the recipe book does come with the BBPDC. It also comes with the BBSSC. And I believe that might be it, but yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you the shape of the flagship baking pan, okay? So let's come over here. Let me move this out of the way for you. And then, so this is how the baking pan is gonna look for the flagship, or the, you know, traditional 2 pound loaf of bread maker pan. So again, it is non-stick inside. We have 2 kneading blades instead of 1. The 1 pounders only have 1 kneading blade. And yeah, we just finished bread. So let's go ahead and display that really quickly. Okay, so one thing I want to mention, when it's freshly baked, it is quite hot. So there it is. So again, freshly baked, look at that. Look at that perfection. Okay, so let's see if it comes off. Usually it does come off quite, let me see really quickly. Usually it does come off very easily. If it doesn't, how you see right here, all you do is you twist this around. This is where the kneading blade is. Okay, so just twist it a little bit, and you can see that it kind of like popped off. There you go. And then voila, there you go. Look at that. We just made it right now, freshly baked. And I wish you could smell this, because it smells really good. Okay. So there we go. The 2 pound loaf of bread maker. Again, using the pan, as you can see, it just moved really quickly. Okay. Okay. Display this over here once again. So we do have the 1 pounder over here that we just previously made in our previous live stream, and then over here, the 2 pounder. So that's the difference between the 1 pounder and the 2 pounder. And let me tell you, it smells really good. So again, mom can wake up to the smell of freshly baked bread every single day if she so wants, making this the perfect gift for her, a gift that just keeps on giving. You can make all sorts of different types of bread. But not only that, specifically right now, going all the way until May 12th, or until supplies last, we are giving away a free gift for mom, and that is this beauty you see right here. It is roses that are made out of soap materials. They are lovely, and let's go to the close-up to see exactly what you are getting. Okay, so these are the roses. As you can see, it says Happy Mother's Day. Mom will be happy to receive this, I guarantee it. Over here we do have a Mother's Day gift card. Over here we have our little logo. And then inside the gift card, it says, wishing you a very special day filled with warmth, joy, and many more treasured moments to come. Happy Mother's Day. And of course, you can personalize it, give it to mom, making it that much more special. One thing I do want to mention is that when you receive it, it will come in this, very gift-like box. So inside will be the roses themselves. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 roses, and it is pink on pink. Okay, so once again, I'm sure mom will love it, making this the best Mother's Day ever. There we go. This is it, going now until May 12th or until supplies last, and they are decently limited. So what are you waiting? Shop now, shop.zojirushi.com, or you can find the link in our description. If you did enjoy this, we appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channels. We are multi-streaming in Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So I would really appreciate that. And we do have these on a monthly basis. So, I can't wait to see you in the next one. With that said, Time's Trying, thank you for joining us over here on YouTube, and everyone else, thank you. I hope you have a great, rest of the week. And hey, Mother's Day is just around the corner. It's coming sooner than you think. So, what is the best gift to give to her? These bread makers, I guarantee it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.